Hello.
Hi.
Starting this off like every live video. We're live.
No,
right?
we're not going to do that. We're live.
We just did it.
We're doing it. No, we said
Okay.
hello. We're not being awkward about it. Now these questions are going to come flying in, and then we'll start to answer them. Welcome to the live stream. Here we go.
Wasn't there like a post that had questions on them that we were supposed to answer?
Oh, was there?
I think so.
Is that
Maybe
so?
not. Is this already coming off the rails?
We're coming to you live from Ghoul HQ.
Yeah, this is Ghoul HQ. As you can see, our living room's over there. Our fridge not fully stocked.
Here's some questions right off the bat. Great.
Oh wait, should I go back? I'm going back to the
Are you
post.
looking for the
I was gonna go to the post. This is not. Oh boy. Okay. Hold on.
This is flawless.
We are just killing it,
Oh no,
crushing it
we
right
avoided
now.
saying, "Are we live?" That's the thing that people always start with. Are we live?
Yeah.
I think it's working.
I think it's working. Yes. Okay, it says the boys. Oh god.
No, we don't. Look, we're nailing this. We're
Yeah.
just looking for questions that we had. Someone said you look like our parents trying to video chat with you.
I mean, that's accurate. I'm fine with that. This is a little confusing. Okay. Covered the death of Edgar Allan Poe. Oh no. Is that too unsolved? I don't know about that one.
I don't know much about him. Was he eaten by birds or something? Did he die in?
Is that because he wrote The Raven? Is that why you're saying that?
It seems like a cool way to go. Does your cameraman not get scared? I'm just jumping into it.
Yeah. He gets scared. I'd say he's a very.
Does he? I don't think he does.
He's emotionally flat, so he could be very well be scared, but we wouldn't know because he never shows us anything.
He is a stoic man.
He lacks the ability to emote with his face.
He's smile. I've seen him smile and laugh.
It seems like a struggle.
But sometimes after a location, he'll just be like, "It's a creepy place."
Or he'll go, "Really funny stuff, guys."
Yeah, yeah, that's true. I guess we don't want to answer too many questions about the recent episode because that'll all be in the post.
Yeah, that's going to be in the postmortem, so we could kind of steer away from that for now.
Let's steer away from that.
But we're here to answer questions about anything. I know a lot of you.
Ryan, you've got something in your teeth.
Do I? God damn it!
That's what it says.
Hold on, Shane. You take the reins.
Okay,
I'll be right back.
Ryan's got
I'm gonna go toothpick this. Hold
on. Let's see. Wait, you're running to the bathroom? I didn't know you were going to leave the room. Okay, well, it's just me, folks. Let's hear all your best hot dog questions. Let's see. Will the hot dog return? Yes, it will. It's back this week, better than ever. We're back, baby. It's a good one. Plotted out the whole season. Haven't written it all yet, but it's pretty compelling stuff. Let's see.
Woo, crisis averted.
Great, he's back. What's your guys' favorite location so far? I feel like we've answered that before.
What?
What's your favorite location so far? We've tackled that, I think.
Have we? New Orleans? In terms of like the places we visited or the actual investigation?
I guess town-wise.
New Orleans. Yeah, for me.
Oh, we were in a town this season that's a pretty good town.
Oh yeah, that was a good town. But
the town had a lot of life too.
New Orleans, though. For sure.
New Orleans is a beautiful town. We saw some good music there, ate some good food, caught some ghosts.
Preservation Jazz.
Preservation Hall. If you go to New Orleans, go check out that jazz. Good jazz.
It was very good.
Hello from New Zealand, even though I'm in a business meeting. LOL.
How are you doing that? Do you have headphones on in the
just
business
not paying
meeting?
attention at all.
Yeah. I guess you'd be watching this looking very angry because we're very annoying. And then you look annoyed in a business meeting now.
I don't think they're watching going, ugh.
It's two idiots, I can't stand them.
Yeah, that's just everybody we work with.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's see. Would you ever come back to Kansas for an Unsolved episode? We have loads of paranormal stuff here, especially in my town.
Yeah.
Do you live on a hellmouth?
I don't know. Just because not every place that has paranormal things happening around it is a hellmouth, I would say.
That's
but
generally.
I wouldn't put it out at the question. I'd like Kansas.
Is that where the was that Sally House?
That was Sally House. That was also where we had a bout of bad barbecue. I will say that.
It didn't. I'm sure Kansas has good barbecue, but that was not.
That was not a good day for us.
No. How much of your series is scripted versus spontaneous? If it was the story that Ryan tells is very scripted. You write that.
Yeah, when I present the case or I present the facts of why a place is haunted, that's scripted. But as far as just everything between me and him or us interacting on the locations, that's all spontaneous.
If that was scripted, someone would be fired.
Yeah, I think it would be a lot better if it was scripted.
We make some pretty dumb comments.
There's some whoppers in that show.
And
all the shows.
This is perfect. Do you think waking nightmares are at all related to ghosts or the Men in Black? I've talked about many people whose waking nightmares include tall, shadowy men who are frequently faceless. Yeah, waking nightmares, sleep paralysis.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime anyone sees a ghost and they start their story with, well, I woke up, I'm out.
That's
I run
true.
out of the room.
Yeah, that
screaming.
is true. He does do that. I've seen him do it.
There's a story this season of someone that we talked to who has a ghost story.
Oh my God.
They begin their story with, I woke up and I remained respectful, but
there was things that separated it from typical sleep paralysis tales. Okay, well, we will disagree on that then. Yeah, sure, we'll agree to that. Also, we did see a lot of chatter from you guys this weekend over the Golden State Killer case. So if you have any questions on that, I don't know too much about that. I've kind of just read what I could. But other than that, yeah, I mean, I guess I'm definitely not an expert. Then again, when am I ever an expert? I'm never an expert. I'm not an expert at anything.
Yeah, we were going to do this live stream as a Golden State Killer thing, but then we realized we don't know enough about it.
Yeah, I don't know enough about it. I'm not going to cast myself out to sea when I don't even have a lifeboat.
No, it's a pretty grisly story with a lot of
not my favorite
unsettling details. There's a very good book about it.
Yeah,
that was just released.
I think it's by
McNamara,
but I can't remember her first.
It's not Kate, is it? Is that wrong? Elizabeth?
I don't think it is.
Susan?
I think it's not. It's Michelle.
Debbie?
Michelle. You're just going through the list. It's Michelle.
Those are names.
It's Michelle.
Michelle. Hello from Poland. Hi. This is After Midnight here, and one of my favorite characters is dead. Good to have you here. What?
What? Wait, hold on. Can we get a follow-up from that?
And one of my fave characters is dead. Good to have you here.
What character are you referring to?
Monica. What? Monica?
Is that from another existing IP?
This is After Midnight here, and one of my favorite characters is dead. Good to have you here. Monica, we're going to need a follow-up. I'm just going to scroll through all these until we find another
You can't
one.
just say something like that and
can't.
then not, go into more detail.
One of my favorite characters is dead.
Is that if you did that at a party and then just walked away from a conversation, I feel like people would be cheated because they need to follow-up questions.
Hey, great dip at this party. One of my friends is dead.
She didn't say one of my friends. She said one of my favorite characters.
I'm just porting it to a party. Weird. Hot dog, I think he talks of.
Maybe she is talking about the hot dog.
Shane, how do you like God of War so far? It's very good.
Oh, you talk about
My son's
God
an
of War.
idiot.
Oh, okay.
Just some video game talk there.
Oh, we've seen this before. You
What's
both
that?
should wear heart monitors so that we can track how spooked Ryan gets.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Versus how bizarrely calm Shane is. I guess we could. I feel like that would just be a lot, though.
We're already pretty geared up.
Yeah. Also, I feel like we're very forthcoming with how we're feeling in the moment.
That's true. We don't really lie.
No.
I know a lot of people. It's pretty genuine. You're usually pretty scared.
I have gotten a little braver, though, I would say, but not a lot braver. It's not an extensive improvement by any means, but you truly are robotic.
Yeah, I don't really get spooked at these places.
Mm-hmm.
They're fine. I don't know. We could do it, I guess, at some point.
Yeah,
Maybe.
just slap on like a Fitbit or something.
Oh, Fitbit.
This isn't sponsored by Fitbit, but if you're watching this
Fitbit,
maybe hit us up. I don't
reach
know.
out.
Yeah.
Do you have any ghoul-centric monitors?
Let me just check my ghoul meter.
Yeah.
My ghoul band. We call that. We can make our own technology.
Yeah, we don't need Fitbit.
Yeah. We don't need Fitbit.
Don't contact us.
Yeah. Don't we take it back? Offer rescinded.
Let's see. When is season 4 for True Crime coming out?
I can't tell you that.
Come on.
No.
I don't know why we chose to answer that. Let's see. Hi from Australia. What do you think about the dingo stole my baby story? I think it's devastating. It's a dingo ate a baby, right?
I wasn't actually aware that was based on a true story. I thought that was always just kind of like a folktale.
No, it's real. Meryl Streep was in a movie about it.
Oh shit! So it must be real.
Yeah.
What's the plot? I mean, I'm guessing like that
It's
is the
dingo
plot.
that eats
It
a
stole
baby.
the baby. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, that's a one-liner right there. Sucks. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know much about it. I don't think I'll look into it because it seems like it's pretty solved and kind of a bummer.
I think maybe some people have other theories about it or something.
Oh, I see.
but
Maybe I will look
don't
into
know.
it. I don't know.
Boy, that's depressing.
Yeah, it is.
Is the camera person? Let's talk about the camera person some more.
Yeah.
Is the camera person more of a shaniac or more like Ryan? Shout out to them though; they never make a noise.
That's interesting because, for the most part, it usually is the same camera person.
Yeah,
But we have switched it up just based on availability and things like that. So it's not always the same person.
I would say for the most part, the camera people are a little more stoic,
Yeah.
even if they do believe in ghosts, which
Mhm.
I actually don't know.
I'm trying to think of all the people that have done camera for us. I'd say one of them is maybe, I guess, agnostic, would you be considered when it comes to being a believer in ghosts?
I guess
Ambivalent for sure, I would say.
they all seem pretty. They keep it together,
Yeah.
and not even in a "I'm keeping it together. This is spooky." They're just kind of like, "All right, let's get the shot."
Well, sometimes when you're like, I don't know, people who handle cameras a lot could probably relate to this, but when you stare at things through the lens of like a camera or like a screen, you could kind of,
It's like you're not there.
yeah, you kind of pretend that you're not there. It's
Yeah.
almost like it's not happening to you.
Yeah.
So maybe that also helps that.
Probably.
Not taking away anything from their mental fortitude. I'm just saying that helps for sure.
Yeah.
What is it? Got lost in deep thought right there.
Yeah.
Let's see what we say. What else we got here? Loved you guys in Philly location. Sorry you're feeling sick at Eastern State Penitentiary, Shane. Yeah, that was pretty funny. I have nothing else to say.
Yes, it was very funny.
It was hilarious.
It was not a great time. My stomach was making noises throughout that episode that were unheard of.
They were ungodly noises that I had to listen to later when I was reviewing for evidence.
It was like my stomach grew a mouth and started screaming.
Yeah, it was at the end of the night. He looked like he had actually seen a ghost. He looked at me. He was gaunt. His face.
When we were waiting for a Lyft or an Uber to take us back to the hotel.
There was a light layer of sweat on his face. Just his head kind of just looked moist. And he looked at me and he said, "I'll meet you at the hotel." And then we said, "What?" And he just sprinted across the street into a bar that I wasn't even sure was open and punished a bathroom.
It wasn't a good time for
He didn't show back up at the hotel until maybe, I don't know.
And when I got back to the hotel, which was 5 minutes away, I also immediately ran into the bathroom.
Yeah, you looked like you had seen some things.
It was a lot.
That's what happens when you eat 2 hot dogs at the Philadelphia baggage claim.
Well, we were very hungry. So that's fine.
Okay.
Ryan, if that toothpaste incident on the Queen Mary never happened, would you still be a skeptic to this day?
It would have to be that and the sum of all things that happened on that Queen Mary voyage, because it was the toothpaste, it was the sink turning on by itself in the night, which also, I don't think I ever said that out loud. That never happened in the episode. I don't think I've ever tweeted about it, but the sink turned on by itself in the middle of the night, and then being poked in the face while I was trying to sleep. Those are the 3 things, the trifecta of happenings that changed me into me.
Sounds like your boys were just razzing you.
Well, because they all ran out too. They all believed that too. Okay.
I think you got razzed by your boys.
So you think one of them was there with fishing line with that toothpaste?
I think maybe.
Okay.
Your boys are razzers.
Nah.
Yeah, they are. You don't think your boys are razzers?
Sure, they're razzers, but I think that's a lot of effort. I think more than anything, they're
Best
lazy.
razzers put in some effort.
I don't think so. I think they're lazier more than they are razzers. No, you're not even saying anything right now. Let's see what we got here. You'll come to Belgium. We have waffles.
I'd love to.
I love waffles.
Waffles are great.
Yeah. Okay, moving on.
Didn't you get sick from hot dogs? Yep. That's that. Curly should be on an actual episode of Unsolved Supernatural. Curly's more on your side with that, right?
Yeah, that might happen. I'm not going to put that out of the realm of possibility. It's just tough because we travel so much, and not everybody has as open of a schedule. Or I should say, not everybody's main priority is this show.
Yeah.
And Curly is a very busy and popular man, rightfully so, because he's awesome.
I wonder who else we could who would be a good guest. I've always wanted Stephen Lim in an episode.
I think Stephen Lim would break within 2 minutes.
You think so?
I don't think he'd be able to handle it.
He has a hard time watching the episodes.
He has a hard time watching the episodes,
Yeah.
let alone being in the locations. I think he'd be shaking in his boots. There'd be a light trickle of urine falling down his legs within 2 minutes.
And this is, Stephen always razzes you, calling them glorified PowerPoints.
Yeah.
But even back in the day before I was on the show, when it was you and Brent, and it was really just not slides, but
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't, the graphics weren't crazy fancy, and you weren't going to locations.
Yeah.
Stephen wouldn't even watch those.
No, he couldn't do it. He didn't have it in him.
No.
I think his mental faculties would fail pretty quickly.
Yeah. He'd go nuts.
He'd be clapping at the cameraman, asking for some shrimp or something.
Yeah.
Or a slice of cake.
Please bring me my golden shrimp.
Yeah, they bring out the little baby bottle for him. I hope he's watching this.
Got him.
Gotcha, Lim.
Il Nicky would be
stoic. He'd
Yeah.
He'd probably be bored and disinterested.
Yeah. In the best way.
Yeah.
How much popcorn would it take to get you to visit Pennsylvania?
How much you talking? How much you offering?
Yeah, what do you got? You got a silo full of it?
That's a silo sounds good. I could dive into it, do a backstroke.
Yeah. You eat your way out.
Yeah, that'd be like in that. If you've seen A Quiet Place, I remember wondering, are those kernels in that bad boy? Because
I wondered about
you
that.
put a little heat under that.
You ever seen that movie Spaced Invaders?
I haven't seen Spaced Invaders.
It's about these kids it's like Halloween, and aliens show up to town, but everybody thinks they're just kids in costumes.
Oh, I see.
And at the end of it, a spaceship shoots a silo full of corn, and popcorn floods the whole town.
Oh man, that's awesome.
And maybe that may be the kernel of my my love of the good yellow stuff. What's your favorite flavor of popcorn? Just the classic.
You did admit to me that I am the number one kernel head guy.
Yeah, you are because you're sick.
For an event that
there was
we can't describe.
There was a movie we were about to see a very bad. We were about to see a movie, and before the movie, Ryan was just staring at his phone. Everybody else was conversing, and we had time to kill, so we were all getting a drink or something. Brent was actually there too.
Yeah, Brent was with us there too. Yeah,
and Sarah and Ryan wasn't participating in the conversation for about 10 minutes, and then we looked over, and Ryan was actually looking at photos of popcorn on his phone. He wasn't doing it as a bit. It's just something he was doing privately to himself.
I didn't think you guys would look at what I was looking at on my phone.
Yeah.
Well, it's because I was imagining how delicious the popcorn was going to be once I got into the theater.
Yeah, it was weird.
And I was hungry, and I was thinking maybe I should order some food at this restaurant. And to kind of make myself stay the course and not order any food and ruin my appetite, I thought, better look at this popcorn. It'll help me remind myself what's actually important.
And at that moment, I ceded the title of number one Colonel Head to Ryan Vergara. I'm happy to let him have that title.
Yeah, that's good.
Because I think it may be a sickness.
That's fine. I'm fine with that.
Fine. I saw someone say we should go to the hotel where Eliza Lamb. That's an episode, so go check that out.
Yeah, we did do that.
That's already happened. Ryan drank the water.
Yeah, not a pleasant place.
I think you should have Cardi B as a guest.
She will wake all the ghosts up. They wouldn't be able to ignore her. I gotta say, oh man, I think that'd be kind of hilarious, but also her album's good. I liked her album.
Yeah. She would be a good guest.
And she would be a good guest. Yeah, great album.
If you could, if there's a dream celebrity guest for BuzzFeed Unsolved, what would it be for you?
Well, it would have to be someone You could go one of two routes. You could go someone who's known for being particularly stoic, or you could go for someone who's known for being particularly expressive. Expressive, my mind goes to someone like Kevin Hart, probably, right?
Sure.
I can't think of anyone that's more like, in your face, kind of.
Yeah.
Stoic, probably not.
Goldblum?
Goldblum would be pretty good.
Goldblum would be wow.
Jordan Schlansky from Conan would be pretty funny. That's a deep cut right there. Conan would be funny.
Yeah.
Let's see who else. The Rock.
The Rock. Yeah. I'd push for Goldblum.
Goldblum would be pretty good, just because a lot of Goldblum's mannerisms have actually bled off onto both of us.
Yeah. I'm very Goldblum informed for the two of us.
I did not notice that.
We would not be who we are without Goldblum.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park obviously left a big print on our lives.
It did. More so than I'd care to admit.
Shane Dawson would be hilarious as a guest. Shane's doing others.
Yeah, he's got his own shtick, too.
Yeah. He seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, he seems nice.
Let's see. No one would be able to see John Cena. Sure. Have me as a guest. What about me?
Let's see what else we got here. I saw someone saying, Ryan, do you go through fun Halloween haunted trails where it's actually people trying to scare you? Because I just picture you screaming/crying the whole time. I actually do. I go to I'm a big Halloween guy. That's my favorite time of the year. I go to every Halloween event I can. Not Scary Farm, Queen Mary, Halloween Horror Nights. I haven't even done Haunted Hayride yet, but I love any of those themed events. And weirdly, scary movies, haunted attractions, all that kind of stuff does not scare me. I enjoy it, but it doesn't really make me lose my mind. And I think that's just because I just enjoy the fun of it. And I realize there's no danger actually involved. Whereas when we go on these investigations, there is actual danger.
You should scoot out. Your head's almost cut off here, Ryan.
Okay, why don't you
respect the frame? Yeah, you're all sorry.
It's in the middle of the story. Anyways, I think there's no danger that's inherent in any of the attractions because it's an attraction. But we're going to an abandoned building, not only from a ghost perspective, which is already dangerous to me, but there is maybe a vagrant inside there with a shiv.
Yeah, most of the locations have security or will be fenced off, but some of them I feel...
You never know.
Like when we were out by the Goat Man's Bridge, you were rattled. I thought we were fine, but...
Or this is back before you, when we were investigating the Zodiac.
Oh, yeah.
And we went to...
That was just you and Brent.
It was me. It was Brent and I in a car. That's it.
A nice little road trip.
And we just went to a dirt road where he was one of the sites of the killings, and I was like, yeah, this makes sense why he got away with it over here, because there was literally no one around us, and we just saw boxes and boxes of what looked like cardboard apartments next to us.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh boy, don't feel very safe right now. Mm-hmm. And that comes off in the episode when I got scared by a little gust of wind. You remember that?
I do remember that.
Yeah.
You had very... Oh, yeah. That's worth going back and rewatching, because...
I was very rattled.
That's like the first wide-eyed Ryan screen
That actually is the first time I got
really.
that scared on camera. Yeah, because I was
funny.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. I don't know, Shane. I think I missed the earlier part of this question. It just says, I don't know, Shane seemed pretty at home during the Squatch episode. She's saying you're a Squatch.
Yeah, it was. It felt good to be in the forest.
Would you consider coming back to Mexico? This is... there's a lot of haunted places. Yeah, I think we would.
Mexico was a wonderful place. They did seem... I wish we could have done more there.
Yeah, go there. I could touch on more of my own culture.
I don't want to go back to the Island of the Dolls.
I would not like to go back to the Island of the Dolls under any circumstance ever. That's a one-time thing for me.
Every now and then, fans or viewers will send photos of them visiting places that we've been. And usually it's like, oh, the Whaley House in San Diego. Sure, that's in a fun little neighborhood. When people go to the Island of the Dolls, I am floored because that is such a journey.
Yeah, that also it's gross. It's one of the grossest places I think I've ever been.
It's covered in spiders.
Yeah.
And it had also just rained, so everything was muddy.
It's the only
all
place.
All the dolls were wet.
And yet there was just so many spiders.
So many spiders.
We were shaking off our equipment, our clothes. spiders were falling out. I mean, it was almost comical. Yeah. Gross. I would never go back to that.
You should come to visit the underground tunnels in Portland because it's haunted and super creepy down there.
The Shanghai tunnels.
Portland seems like a cool town full of haunted things.
Yeah. Also, we could probably get some nice cold brew and stuff there and like some donuts.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I always think about things we could also do besides ghosts.
Seems like a town where they respect food.
I'm sure they do.
Oh, a nice hot meal.
A nice hot meal. They do know how to do a nice hot meal.
Nice hot meal.
Someone says, Ryan, while doing a solo session for 2 minutes, would you potentially stay longer if you're getting any good results? Most of our solo sessions are longer than that.
Much longer.
Most of our investigations are longer than what you see. Actually, all of them are longer than what you see in the cut or in the episode. We just have to cut it down just because it would be the most boring thing on earth. We actually talk about that in this week's postmortem a little bit.
Yeah.
If it makes the edit.
Yeah.
Also, we should. Today we got a very interesting package.
Oh yeah.
From the Czech.
This is very loud.
Yeah. For the
Czech Republic.
Yeah. And it was very touching and heartwarming. We'll probably show that on the next postmortem too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good stuff. What other plugs do we have? What we got a good postmortem coming up this week.
We're not good at this.
No. Thank you for watching. This is
yeah, I can't believe
thrilling.
This is thrilling television here, or not television.
Ryan,
television.
Summer Coleman wants to know: is there anywhere you wouldn't go?
Yeah,
have we answered this before?
Yeah, there's a couple places.
The Plague Island. 1, I think it's illegal. 2, it looks dirty.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple places
in
off
Italy?
the top of my. Yeah, it's in Italy. There's a couple places off the top of my head that I know for sure I would never
Where
go.
else would you not go?
I don't know if I want to jump into it too much.
Barring access aside.
I think there's a couple factors of places that I wouldn't go. Access being one. Ethics, I would say, is another.
Yeah. Well, obviously, I don't want to go to a place that's ghoulish. I don't want to capitalize on people's misery.
Yeah, and then the last one would be safety. And there's some of the places I'm thinking of have like at least 2 of those. Some of them have 3 of those. I'll just leave it at that. Yeah. So there definitely is, places I would never go.
How much equipment do you guys bring each trip?
Not that much. I mean, we each have like a case full, maybe a case or 2 full per person.
Yeah.
And we have a very tiny crew.
Yeah, because we've got our chest cams.
Yeah.
We've got the little Osmo cam. We've got 1 person on camera.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. And then, yeah. Huh.
There was, we always think back, but because it's a lot to put on. It's a lot of gear to put on. When we went to Eastern State Penitentiary, and we were gearing up to get ready to go on our shoot, we walked in. The person who let us into the little area where we could keep all our stuff. And She was like, "It's so great to have you here," and we were like, "Great!" And we all started gearing up, and we looked like we were like Marines getting ready. We did not speak. Everyone just started people were handing things to each other without speaking.
I'm sure it wasn't that impressive.
It was the most impressive thing.
In my mind, it felt as cinematic as like an Edgar Wright montage where people were just like, there was like whip pans of just us plugging equipment in, buckling our belts. It was like a big moment.
It's good.
Yeah, we kind of zoned in and we need to go to the places. I don't know how we got to that, but yeah. Where else? What else we got here? Australia, Brazil. You know what? I'm going to just say it right now.
We'd love to go to so many
We'd
places.
love to go anywhere. It's just a matter of we can actually have the means to get there.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it is what it is.
You know what else is exciting? The middle of America by the side of a highway.
Yeah, we'd love to roam the 4 points of the compass.
Mm-hmm.
But, that we aren't afforded that luxury all the time, I suppose. And that's a good life lesson.
Oh, yeah. Maybe enjoy the place you're at.
Yeah.
Maybe the town you grew up in seems a little bit boring, but there surely are corners of that town you haven't been to.
There's charm to it, I feel
Take
like.
a walk around a pond.
Yeah. Shane, you said, oh,
What?
This is what you tweeted about the spirit box. We talk about this in the postmortem as well.
Yeah. I don't want to get into it too much, but this week we'll reiterate this on the postmortem probably, but this week's episode has a spirit box recording that I am still grappling with. I do not believe in ghosts. This does give me a run for my money, and I do have a hard time. It's tough. It's one for the Bugaras. That's all I'll say.
Okay. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Ooh. Shane implied ghosts are real.
I never did that.
They are real.
I never did that.
Ryan, do you still have your holy water? Actually, I don't, because I made the mistake of putting my holy water in my carry-on and forgot about it. And then when I tried to go through TSA, they made me throw out my holy water. And obviously I couldn't be like, that's really special water to me. It was blessed by Father Thomas. They'd look at me like...
Is that TSA agent going to go to hell by holy water rules?
I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe not, because I didn't tell him.
Are they doomed to burn in hell forever?
Well, maybe if I said, this is holy water, he said, I don't care.
It's holy water, you fool!
I didn't say that. All I said was...
You should have screamed at that.
I said, oh, okay. And I threw it away, and I kind of just like looked at it as it fell out of my hands.
Slow motion.
It fell out of my hands in slow motion, and I could
while choral music.
Yeah, choral music was playing. I could hear Father Thomas going, Ryan, you should have thought ahead. Always put it in the checked. And I said sorry to him as it fell, and yeah, it was a bad moment. So thank you for bringing up that painful memory for me, for opening up that scab.
Father Thomas is gonna. There will be a reckoning. I hope we can get back in touch with him.
Get back in touch with him. I'm sure he's very disappointed in us.
Yeah.
Particularly me.
Yes.
I think he sensed what your game was all about. But...
You were like a son to him.
Okay, that's going a little bit far.
I think that's fair.
I don't think that's that fair.
Well, it's been about a half hour here, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It has been. I think we've overstayed our welcome. Yeah.
Check out the postmortem on Wednesday. Check out the episode on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a good season. I'm really happy with how this season has shaped out and what we've found.
Yeah, it's very fun. Very fun.
You took a while to think about that, didn't you?
I'm reminiscing about all the great places we went, all the good times we had.
It was good times. It was good times. Well, Alicia Enston says, "Guys, give me a shout out, please." There you go. That'll be the one we.
That's our out.
That's our out right there. We're gonna stop ruining your day, wasting your time, and we're gonna get out of here.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
We'll see you again sometime soon. I don't know why I'm yelling. We'll talk to you later.
All right. Let's see if I can figure out how to get out of here.
Oh, you're doing it again. There's a giant red button.
Oh,
right
it does say
end
end live video. Yeah. All right. Bye-bye.